Hey guys, it's Chief TC here, and today I'm going to be covering the war recap between YARIII and the Crown Royal. Okay, so this first attack that I'm going to be showing is going to be a giant bow witch. So he dropped the giants out in front on the corners with some bowlers and witches behind. That way he can create that nice wide funnel. That way the majority of his bowlers go into the base. He's going to poison rage through the clan castle. He didn't pop his Grand Warden ability. He's going to wait for that second incoming missiles from the Eagle artillery. So he uses that jump to utilize it and get into that other side of the base where the wrecker could not get to. The wrecker went straight for the town hall like it's programmed to. And now it's just his queen, a bunch of bowlers, and one remaining giant that just died with one witch. He still has a rage and a freeze left. Basically, he just popped his queen's ability, and now he has to deal with some skelly traps and the Tesla farm. He uses the rage, that way he can take out the wizard tower because they would have wiped out his bowlers. Now it's coming down to just the Inferno Tower. If the Inferno Tower would have locked onto his queen, I do not think that he would have 3-starred, but luckily he came down to the wire and he was able to get it. Alright, so this next attack that I'm going to be showing is going to be a electro attack. So basically now he just used the battle blimp to take out the Inferno Tower and used a haste with it. That way he could hurry up and get through it. He's going to drop his queen on the north side of the base. That way he can create a funnel for his electro dragons and take out that air defense. Now that he created a funnel on the other side of the base using a balloon and some of his electro drags, he's sent his electro drags into the core, and now he's just raging them, and he basically has to just freeze everything up because the electro drags are slow, and if you give them enough time, they'll wipe everything out around the base. Okay, this next attack, I'm going to be showing another electro drag attack, but this time it's going to have a kill squad. He's going to be taking out one of the air defenses and that Inferno Tower. He brought bowlers and a giant in the wrecker. He took out 2 of the air defenses, and he's going to use his queen to take out the clan castle troops. He used his king to help create a funnel. He dropped a couple electro drags on the outside. That way they would go into the center of the base. Now he's just raging them up. He missed his freeze. That way he would freeze that Eagle artillery. But that's okay though. And he's about to pop that Grand Warden ability, which was perfect because the electro drag split and went to 2 different directions. That way they could cover the whole base while under the Grand Warden's ability. Alright, this next attack that I'm going to be showing is going to be another giant bow witch attack. So he's going to drop his giants in first. That way that Tesla and all the defenses over there target onto them. That way the bowlers and the witches can go into the base without being wiped out by any of the defenses. So now he froze that one single Inferno. That way the wreck could get through, but unfortunately it wasn't able to make its way all the way through the base. But that's alright though. He brought a jump because he was expecting it was going to be destroyed around that area. But it's coming down to the wire. He just popped his king's ability, which is going to be taking out those trash buildings over there. His queen's about to go down. Luckily, he has enough health on his king. That way, the wizard and the witches behind his king can wipe out the remaining defenses and the trash buildings. Okay, so this next attack is going to be a lava loon attack with using the battle blimp. So now he's dropping the battle blimp, that way it'll pull any of the traps and the clan castle troops. And now notice how he cloned the balloons and it just basically wiped out almost all of the defenses on that side of the base. And his Electro Dragon's getting tremendous value by taking out that Tesla and all those trash buildings over there. So now he's getting to a royal walk. Unfortunately, his king split from his queen, and otherwise he could have possibly taken out that other air defense over there. But so now he dropped his lavas first, that way he could pull the traps, and he's funneling his balloons, that way they all path together and they don't have to backtrack, because that is one of the biggest problems with balloons. And now it's just the waiting game, because balloons are very slow. And there's just so many balloons left that, yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of cleanup from the lava pups. I mean, he has some minions. And it looks like he has, I don't know, at least half of his balloons left. Okay, now here's going to be a Gobaho. So he's using some baby dragons to help create a funnel for his bowlers, that way they go into the base. He's dropping his wrecker right there. He froze that single inferno, that way he could get his wrecker all the way through to the queen, and now he's gonna rage him up. He brought Valks in the wrecker, and he's getting tremendous value from his kill squad. He destroyed nearly half the base, a little more than half, just from his kill squad. Unfortunately, he has some skelly traps following behind his hogs, and he's gonna keep his hogs underneath the heel. One of his hogs had to backtrack, and it did destroy that cannon, and now it's just cleanup. You don't have to worry about the lava hound because it doesn't do enough damage to actually harm the hog attacks. But he did pop it with his queen at the very end, but it didn't matter because the raid was already over. Here is a Town Hall 9 Witch Slap using 3 golems and using 3 jump spells to jump all the way through the base. So he's going to double poison the clan castle troops on the 1 golem that was wiped out by the clan castle troops and the defenses over there. Unfortunately, his queen does walk around the outside of the base with some witches, 1 of the golems, and a bowler. And his kill squad in the middle is just plowing straight through the base. That golem is still, well, it has barely any health. It's about to split, and it split into the 2 golemites, and there's just too many troops at the end. He popped his queen's ability, took out that wizard tower, which was the greatest threat he had remaining, but his troops were too much for any of the defenses. Okay, now here's going to be the perfect storm. So he took out 1 of the air defenses using 2 of the lightning. He's going to be using his queen to take out that other air defense. And he's going to be taking out, hopefully, that archer tower over there, if he can get it to it in time. There we go, we got it. So now that he used his dragons to funnel, drop some balloons from behind, now it's the lava loon portion of the attack using, well, I wouldn't really consider it surgical loons, but just balloons. And now that they're over there by the archer queen, he's putting his dragons underneath the heel because of the high DPS the defending archer queen puts out. It's a very great raid. takes a lot of practice for this. Now I'm gonna show some love for both the clans. 6-pack for Ganam Patel, Nexum, COC God, and then Jeet, and then Moto Loto, let's see, Kulsh. No, I missed the one. And then the Warrior. Scrolling way too fast. Alright, Great War.